some of these things in Deuteronomy are really specific, aren't they? So, if you just happen to be out chopping a tree down and then your axe head comes off and you kill somebody, this is what you do in that situation. It's a bit like those worst case scenario guides that you can get that say, oh, if you happen to be walking along the top of a moving train, this is what you do. Or if you need to jump out of a moving car, or you get stung by a swarm of bees. Anyway, but so what do we make of this? I just love the concept of cities of refuge. I think God, what he wants to do is provide a safe place for people, particularly people who are in trouble. And that principle is something that I think we can apply today. Have you ever been to stay with people, and at the end of that stay, you just feel like, gosh, this has been such a restful place for me. This has been such a place of peace and welcome and hospitality. I know a couple of friends who live over in California, and I've only stayed with them a few times, but I've always found whenever I've done that, there's just been something about their house and something about their kindness that has refreshed my soul and refreshed my spirit. And maybe that we don't all have our own house in terms of like, you might live with your family or whatever, but there's that principle of choosing to be people of refuge, that when someone comes and spends some time with us, they go away feeling refreshed. Now, we'll always need to offload, and we'll always need, otherwise it's not a proper relationship, to share our hearts as well. But maybe today, think about that question of how can I be a person of refuge for someone else? How can I be someone who meets their needs, not simply takes from them, but gives to them? Maybe if you have a house, who can you invite round for dinner? Who can you have come to stay, particularly over Christmas, who might not have anywhere else to go? Think about that. Pray about that. Maybe if you don't have a house, or you're living with your family and it's just not going to be an option, how can you go and bless someone who lives nearby? Who can you just drop in some chocolates? Is there someone you know on your street, or there's someone you know in your area you can drop some flowers around? Or how can we be people of refuge, not only for those who are in trouble in a really obvious way, like they've just killed somebody in a forest, but also loads of people are struggling and working their way through life, but they don't give much of that away. Choosing to see it and choosing to step out and choosing to be a person of refuge can be a great way of living out some of these ancient laws in a way that makes sense today.